In our busy, fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with distractions. Social media notifications, work deadlines, and endless to-do lists. It's no wonder that many of us feel overwhelmed, anxious, or even lost. But what if the answers to our modern-day problems have already been discovered by ancient wisdom? Ancient philosophies like Stoicism and Buddhism offer profound life lessons that have stood the test of time. They provide practical tools for living a more peaceful, fulfilled, and intentional life. Tonight, we'll explore how Stoicism, Buddhism, and other ancient teachings can guide us in dealing with stress, enhancing our mental clarity, and creating a life filled with purpose and inner peace. By integrating these age-old practices into our lives, we can navigate modern-day challenges with grace and resilience. Part 1. Stoicism, Embracing Resilience and Strength. The basics of Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches us to cultivate inner strength, resilience, and self-control. It was popularized by philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, who believed that we cannot control the external world, but we can control how we respond to it. The core tenet of Stoicism is acceptance of what we cannot change and focusing on our ability to control our thoughts, actions, and emotions. In the world of Stoicism, external events are seen as neutral. What matters is how we interpret and react to them. This mindset allows us to face adversity with a sense of calm and clarity, knowing that while we can't always control circumstances, we always have the power to choose how we respond. Amor fati, embracing fate. One of the most profound Stoic teachings is amor fati, a Latin phrase meaning love of fate. It encourages us to embrace everything that happens in our lives, both the good and the bad, as part of our journey, rather than resisting challenges or wishing for different circumstances. Stoicism teaches us to love our fate and accept it as necessary for growth. How to practice amor fati. When faced with a difficult situation, instead of getting frustrated or upset, shift your perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can this situation help me grow? This mindset will help you build resilience, develop inner peace, and foster a deeper sense of acceptance in your life. Example exercise. Try reflecting on a recent challenge or setback in your life. Think about how you can see the situation as an opportunity for growth. Whether it was a failed project, a personal loss, or a missed opportunity, embrace it as part of your personal development. Negative visualization. Preparing for life's ups and downs. Another Stoic practice is negative visualization. This involves imagining worst-case scenarios to mentally prepare ourselves for challenges. By visualizing potential hardships, we develop resilience and appreciation for what we currently have. How to practice negative visualization. Instead of fearing what might go wrong, visualize how you would handle it if it did. Imagine yourself losing something important like a job, a relationship, or even your health. By reflecting on how you would cope, you can mentally prepare for those situations and reduce the fear or anxiety they may cause in the future. Example exercise. Sit in a quiet space and visualize a challenging situation you might face, like being faced with unexpected financial hardship. Picture yourself handling it calmly, coming up with solutions, and finding strength through it. This mental exercise will help you build emotional fortitude and reduce stress in the face of adversity. Part 2. Buddhism. Finding peace through mindfulness and compassion. Introduction to Buddhist teachings. Buddhism is a philosophy and spiritual tradition that originated in India over 2,500 years ago. It teaches the path to inner peace, mindfulness, and compassion. One of the central ideas of Buddhism is that suffering is a natural part of life, but we can overcome it by changing how we perceive and react to it. Buddhism encourages us to be present, to observe our thoughts without attachment, and to practice compassion for ourselves and others. It is about letting go of desires and finding contentment in the present moment, rather than constantly striving for something outside of us. Mindfulness and present awareness. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is mindfulness, or being fully present in each moment. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without becoming attached to them. This practice helps to reduce anxiety, stress, and mental clutter by focusing on the present moment rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. How to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can be practiced at any time of day, during work, eating, or even walking. The goal is to be fully engaged in the activity at hand, paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Mindfulness exercise. Find a quiet spot and take a few moments to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply and slowly, feeling the air enter your lungs. Exhale gently, letting go of any tension or stress. As you breathe, notice the thoughts that arise. Simply observe them without judging or attaching to them. Allow them to pass by like clouds in the sky, and bring your focus back to your breath. Compassion for self and others. Another important Buddhist practice is compassion, or karuna. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate loving kindness, metta, for ourselves and for others, even those with whom we have conflicts. When we practice compassion, we release anger, resentment, and negative emotions that weigh us down. How to practice loving kindness meditation. Loving kindness meditation is a technique where we silently repeat phrases of goodwill toward ourselves and others. This practice helps foster compassion, love, and empathy. Loving kindness exercise. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Start by sending kind thoughts to yourself. Repeat silently, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace." After a few moments, extend these thoughts to others, starting with loved ones and gradually moving to acquaintances, strangers, and even people you may have difficulty with. Repeat, "May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be at peace." Part 3. Integrating Stoic and Buddhist practices into daily life. Starting with small, consistent habits. To incorporate Stoicism and Buddhism into your life, start with small, daily practices that you can consistently repeat. Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight, but about creating habits that align with the values of these philosophies. Morning mindset routine. Begin your day with a combination of Stoic and Buddhist practices. Start with gratitude. List 3 things you are thankful for. Then, engage in a brief mindfulness exercise, focusing on your breath or the sensations of your body. This routine will help you set a positive tone for the day. Responding to stress with Stoicism and mindfulness. When stress arises, remember the Stoic practice of detachment. Ask yourself, is this something I can control? If not, let go of the need to change it and focus instead on your response. Pair this with mindfulness. Take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself before reacting. Part 4. Applying ancient wisdom to common modern struggles. Stress and anxiety. In modern life, stress and anxiety are constant companions. By applying Stoic principles like acceptance and resilience and Buddhist practices like mindful breathing, we can reduce the impact of stress on our mental health. Comparison and self-worth. In a world of social media and constant comparison, it's easy to feel inadequate. Both Stoicism and Buddhism teach us that self-worth should not be tied to external factors. By focusing on internal growth and self-compassion, we can find peace in who we are, not in how we measure up to others. Conclusion: embrace ancient wisdom for a fuller life. Both Stoicism and Buddhism offer timeless wisdom that can bring us peace, resilience, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we can navigate the challenges of modern life with greater ease and find true contentment in the present moment. Remember, it's not about achieving perfection. It's about making small, consistent choices that help us grow into the best versions of ourselves.